New at 5:30, a just released report from the Pentagon highlighting Hampton roads. It's focused on the impact of climate change and the challenges it's creating for the military. And I spoke to a local professor today at the forefront of the push to protect our national security. Combating changing climate patterns and increased severe weather events.
How are we going to make the bases more resilient? Retreat is not an option, so we have to figure out ways to make our coastlines more resilient.
This is the new Climate Change Adaptation Roadmap released by the Department of Defense, and it's designed to be a basis for proactive planning against what's now being called an imminent threat.
Hampton Roads as a region has surfaced quickly to the top, not only because we're challenged, but because of the very proactive nature of the leadership in this region.
Ray Toll is an ODU professor now leading the Climate Change and Sea Level Rise initiative referenced in the report. It's a 2-year pilot program with an all-hands-on-deck approach to tackling the task ahead.
It's this idea of across the board, how can we, across different municipalities, localities, government, private sector, do this together.
Base commanders, the deputy to the Virginia Secretary of Natural Resources, the Hampton Roads Planning Commission, the emergency manager for the city of Norfolk, Huntington Ingalls, and the Virginia Institute of Marine Sciences at William and Mary are all involved.
Mother Nature doesn't know any artificial boundaries. The water is not going to know where the base ends and where something else begins.
Everyone has a vested interest in what the report found as broad and costly impacts of climate change, where the military has so many of its assets.
We have a twofold problem here. We have rising water, and some of that's because of the Gulf Stream, but also because of warming. But there's also, we live in an area where the land is sinking.
And more people are recognizing the time to do that is right now.
This is where preponderance of the military trains. So it's, now we have to figure out how we're going to train to do this right.
The report found rising sea levels could put Navy docks underwater over time. Chuck Hagel referred to climate change as a threat multiplier because it has the potential to exacerbate many of our current challenges, from infectious disease all the way to terrorism. Now, I'm going to put a link to the full study and the pilot program that Professor Toll is involved in at ODU on wavy.com.